A Father's Love, episode 44. I almost got irate at Dad's continuous laughter without any explanation. I'm sorry, I never heard the term illegal shortcuts before. Dad noticed my frustration as he wiped the tears streaming down his face from excessive laughter. The word shortcut just sounds slimy. You have told me about scenarios of divine acceleration in the Bible. I confronted Dad on my feet. I think those are legal shortcuts. Dad stopped laughing. Let me tell you a story. There was this nation that was blessed with a lot of resources, from beautiful landscapes to good weather, smart people, good yielding crops, to natural resources of all kinds. In a particular year, oil was discovered in the nation. The discovery of oil led to a new level of wealth for the country. As the demand for oil increased, so did the price. Likewise, the amount of oil deposits in the country grew. The country was lavishing its wealth through festivals and showcases, having little or no savings, with the hope that the oil boom would last forever. At one point, a president of the country made a statement, "Making money is not our problem, but our problem is how to spend the abundance of money we have." As the wealth grew due to oil, other resources received less attention. The pyramids of groundnuts, usually exported, became dilapidated. The textile industry, which had been at the global forefront of beautiful production, started declining. The cocoa farms that had been an icon of the country suffered major setbacks due to lack of focus. Palm trees, which grew abundantly, stopped being cultivated in large plantations. I can understand the oil boom, but what does that have to do with other industries collapsing? The amount of wealth discovered from oil in a couple of years was unprecedented. With the oil boom, there was a high demand for personnel in the oil industry. It was easy to get a good job in the oil industry, and these jobs often came with lots of perks and high pay. As large numbers of personnel flowed into the oil industry, other industries started losing experts to the oil business. The oil boom provided a legal shortcut to wealth. To be fair, the country did what most average human beings would do. They didn't steal the oil from anyone. The oil was the country's inheritance. I see you're bringing up shortcuts. So what happened eventually? When there's so much wealth without control and less work, people get carried away and start doing stupid things. With this country, corruption became prevalent. The once wealthy country started suffering. Did the oil disappear? No, the oil didn't stop, but corruption became a curse that robbed the citizens of their entitlements. A country producing crude oil became an importer of refined oil. A country with such rich soil composition started importing food from countries with less favorable soil conditions. A country with one of the most educated populations in the world couldn't keep up with providing good education to its citizens. The shortcut to prosperity became a pathway to poverty and lack. I know you mentioned divine acceleration. Divine acceleration is simply help from God to assist where one is incapacitated or limited. This doesn't mean that God will do everything for you that you can do by yourself. But you always told me to commit everything I do into God's hands. Exactly. That's for God to guide you, provide direction, and help you overcome things that you can't accomplish by yourself. When shortcuts become the norm, they breed laziness and other destructive tendencies, often leading to a sad ending. Thanks for the insight, Dad, I said and rushed out of the office.